So the preschool program is all about the straight line, which a 4-year-old can draw a straight line, and we talk about sometimes the lines have to go really slowly. So we really slow things down for children. So we might go, okay, now draw a line there, and we start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we might say go all the way out here and all the way to the bottom. In kindergarten, you would draw lines that go in and out, but in preschool, they can just go straight. That works out pretty well. And then they put a dot out here. Then they have to go really, really slowly out to the dot. And you might turn the lights off and have them just watch that line and then turn the lights on, and then they do it. So we do a lot of that. We do a lot of outlining. Like this is an example right here. We would outline. That's really healthy for children. And we color things in. We use a lot of light colors because then you can see the children's drawings. The light colors are the most successful at this age. Actually, it takes a while to get used to being able to work with those dark colors. And maybe we'd make a really dark point. So they draw a pencil, and the whole year is actually based on this character. And when you draw a circle, we draw one side of the circle and then the other side of the circle. And one side of the circle, the other side of the circle. And we give her 2 eyes. And give her a smile. And this is little Bonnie Foo-Foo hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice, and drew a beautiful yellow pencil. So we just make up verses all the time. I would start making up a verse, and then the kids would make up a verse, and before you know it, we have a book about little Bonnie Foo-Foo at the end of the year. And every time you sing that song, you bend your fingers. So that's how you start the day out. So they might put a pink kind of an area in there and outline the ears, outline all that, and then color it in. We do a lot of layering of colors in this project. So there she is. And so, the kids come to school, and they, it's very typical for them to say, I thought of a new verse. Or can I do the, so little Bonnie Foo-Foo hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice, and took a trip to Chicago. And so maybe they drew a train when they did the trip to Chicago. Or they draw a cupcake, and so little Bonnie Foo-Foo would have had cupcakes. So anyway, there's a lot you can draw with a straight line and a circle. And then with her, because she's always hopping, we do this, and then she's got a shadow. So like I say, most of the things that we color there's a lot of yellow going on in this project, because the children can, do very nicely following directions and draw things that are recognizable. We did do work with numbers, and so for instance we would have some squares on some paper, and we found that the squares were really helpful in giving children places to draw the numbers. Like the 7 would be, you just say draw that line there, and then go way over to that one. And so you get used to the number 7. And maybe draw, 7 dots and count them out. The 5 would be a line like that. They would copy it. Then you just go, don't go too far, just going halfway, like that. And then you're going to do the other side of the circle. And maybe you would do 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So anyway, that's just sort of an introduction. There's a lot of really nice things that the kids go home with at the end of the year. They actually illustrate a couple of books. There's a counting book and another book that they illustrate at the end of the year about little Bonnie Foo Foo.